Good evening and welcome back to Oddsparks, where we want to continue some missions and get some things going. But I want to be able to travel around a bit better. So we need to go up to the mines up here. We need to go over to the glacial plateaus. We need to do some things in here as well to get some things going. So what I want to do is put up a train system so that we can deliver coal to this ancient waypoint, to that ancient waypoint. I don't think we can get to that one, although we could run the train up and along there and back down again. That might be an idea. And what I think I want to do is run from these great trees here, make some coal, and run a train that literally just goes like from here, up in an angle, just to here, and then along to here, and then down to here. And it just goes boom, along, down again, like that. And it stops, it's got that waypoint there, it stops on that waypoint there. We might put our own waypoint in the center here somewhere, one here. We might also put a stop in here so we can run some stuff up into that one, because it might be useful to have the ability to teleport around. So just having the ability to teleport around quicker is easier, and trains are fairly easy to build. So let's give it a try. I'm also going to try the push before you train thing that was suggested in the comments before. I build loops because when the train update first came along, you couldn't put a train on either end of a thing. Like you couldn't put a locomotive on this end and a locomotive on this end with the carriage in between, and the train would go that way, stop, and then just go backwards down the track. It wouldn't work for me. I couldn't get it working, so I always made a loop through that. But apparently it does work now, so we're going to test that. We're going to test that and find out what's going there. I'm also going to set up some boxes so that we can get Boomy, Choppy, and Puffy Sparks, which we are making, into the into the divine research thing. So let me do that, and then we're going to go and build a train track. Okay, so we have 2 sparks here dropping wood off into here, but we want to change this to coal so this doesn't burn as quickly. So that'd be quite nice. We've also got 2 other logs we can harvest to make a lot of coal. I'm going to do coal. We'll figure this out. Let's see here. Can I even make a furnace? I cannot. I need a limestone. That's okay. We can get that easily. But I want to convert this to be coal and then drop the coal off onto the train. But I want to test something with the trains first before we go anywhere. So the idea is going to be that this will have a station. Let's just put it there, for instance, and we'll have a wagon that loads on this side here. So we make the coal, and the coal loads into the center wagon here. It'll also load into the train station. Then we have a line that comes off, and just run it along like this somehow. Out of the way. Like this, and doop. And then we have another station, which will be down here. There, with an unload station there, and then you connect to that. That's too steep. That's okay. That's to be expected. Oh, can we connect to that? No, it's too far. There you go. Okay, like that. So, and what we should be able to do, in theory, is connect a train, the locomotive, and a wagon. And another locomotive, in theory, but I've not managed to see with that. Let me grab some wheels and also grab some limestone so we can make the furnaces. Okay, so we have the things we need, so let's try this here. I don't think this works. I don't think what I'm trying to do here works, and that is single carriage in and out there. So I can put the train in there, but the train doesn't actually drive into there, if that makes sense. So if I put a train there, we put a carriage there, and then a train on the other end, but I can't rotate it. If I rotate it and then connect it, it turns around. So I can't actually do that. I don't know if 2 trains will make it drive faster. I don't know, but I can't turn it around. So you can't have the train just drive into a station, stop, and then come out again. Because also, the reason I know this isn't going to work is if I throw the 2 on here and come down, the train doesn't actually get into the station. It stops beforehand because there's no way out of it. So you can't do a single point and then that. You have to do a loop. You can, of course, loop out of the station and onto the same track, and drive down the track, and then loop out the station and drive back on track the other end, and do that. You can have a single track that way, but you can't just do dead actions there. So Wise Mac, who was commented about that a few times there, I wonder whether you knew that there was an update for it, but no, it doesn't. It isn't. That doesn't work. So we can't do that. So what we need to do instead is build a loop. So we loop around, we come out of the station, loop around. We can join the same track and just have the track if this is purely going to be a coal track. However, it might not be a coal track. There might be more. So I would prefer to do a double line and have it run as a loop, primarily with coal. And then later, if we need to move any goods around, we can do that because we're going to need things here. There's no trees up here at all, so we're going to need wood up here for some things, maybe. So putting this in is going to be good infrastructure. I'm not going to do like what I did last time and try and figure out some major trade loop thing and bus bars thing. It's just going to be a train that goes around and then we'll just tap off of it wherever. We'll just tap onto it, tap off of it, do whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. That's going to be the idea. So, okay. So let's figure out what we want to do here. I have got enough to make some furnaces now, so let's do some furnaces. So what we want to do here is put in, let's put in a couple more trees as well, actually. Hold on. I can do you that way and you that way. So we've got 3 here. Let's get rid of this out of the way for a moment, if you don't mind. So we've got 3 of them, and we want to come down to furnaces. Now, how many furnaces can we build? With this, you want 3. You run 22 a minute. Oh, 3 times 22.5. 3 times 22.5 is you need 67 wood a minute. Is that like a 1-to-1? What do? You produce 45. No, it's more. Wow. Oh, actually, hold on. Well, you produce 90 per minute. Okay. So 918. We have 270. Let me just do this. We don't need to run it at speed. I know that. Oh, so it's 3 to 4. Perfect. 270 divided by 67.5 is 3 to 4. Beautiful. I just didn't want to put in too many furnaces. That's what I'm calculating now. I just didn't want to put too many furnaces in and end up breaking something. So, so if we need to go 3 to 4, what I would really like to do is have maybe a line that goes along here, drops off over here, and then another. So I mean, something like this. Oh, just got an achievement of build 1,000 roads. Yay! Let's cut this off. If we did something like this, then we have the furnaces the other side of it. But then the furnaces want to have their own special way of doing things. So I want to run the furnaces via coal as well. So I think what I should do is I should box it. What if I did that? Yes, it's going to feed one before the others, but it will eventually balance out to all of them. And then we just put you here, getting coal from there. Oh, but then we have to feed it with coal as well, don't we? Okay. So I would need 2. Let's get rid of those stone things there. If we were to, I mean, we could just have 1 box on the end, which feeds down a line, rather than 3. My inventory is full. No. What if we had like a single box on the end, and then we had, and we did a wavy. We do a wavy line. We'll do a wavy line. That's what we'll do. We'll do a wavy line. Let's well, be gone. Oh, my inventory is completely full. All right, what can I get rid of? Well, path. We're going to do some path. So we'll do... line... there, and then put that there. Get rid of these. Be gone. And you'd come out of there. So the next one of these would be, oh no, not that. Build would go there, unless I do, oh, if it's going to be a single line, we can actually do that. Hold on, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. So you come down there and do that. Oh, get rid of the wood. Thank you. So we do that. Let's stop. Oh, I can't do another one. Why not? I can't do another one. Just because it's got stuff in the way. Okay. What else can I possibly get rid of? Get rid of the stone. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, so we've got all these here. The problem with building, as I think I've said this before, building via the if you build via the chest that you've got stored around, when you delete an item, you pick it up yourself. You end up filling your inventory with stuff. But because it's in the chest and it's being produced many times, we don't have to worry about it. So, there. Okay. And you will come down to there. Okay. And then you will come out and you will do this. This. Actually come down and do that, actually. Spox, out of the way, thank you. Build, path, press the right buttons, that would help. Boom, like that. So you pick up from here and you come back and you fill this one here, then you pick up from this one, you fill this, and then down the end, we will have another chest. Boom, which will be here. And then you will go down to there, and up to there. Then you'll go back, and then we'll just put a gun. I could put multiple guys on that if I was to just make it slightly larger, like one out, then we could run a loop back to start again. It could loop around, we could have multiple pickups on it. I don't know, I mean, these are quite fast, so I don't know the sort of speed this is going to be going at. I might do the same here, which means I need to move this all over by one, or I need to change this here to be just a different. You can come all the way down to here, and then you'll loop back this like that. Let's do that. Let's make a loop just to be on the safe side. It is all a complete loop. Oh, and you, how dare you get in the way there? Boom. It's all a complete loop. There we go. That should in theory work. Okay. Oh, actually want to make the loop one bigger to feed this, don't we? Which means I actually don't want to have the chest on this end. I want to put the chest on this end because I want to feed this one first. Remove those. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let's grab here. Let's throw. I want you going that direction. One there. I want you going that direction, and I want you going this direction. Okay. Let's just test this works. I won't block any of them off because I don't want them. So you pick up there. You will drop off into there. And then drop off into here and here. Obviously, none of these have got any fuel in them to kickstart, but we can manually feed the fuel into them. That's not a problem. We can kickstart them a little bit and get them going, and then this will feed off and do everything it needs to do, which would be nice. That'll be fine. I just need to get some more things going on here. So, okay. So you fed that one. You fed that one. If they burn through that, we might need multiple. We will need multiple guys running around, but testing the theory. So you picked up from there. And you picked up one from there. We're going to need another guy on here. Go. At least maybe 3. In fact, to be honest, I'm going to put 3 on here. I'd rather have too many than not enough. No, I definitely would rather have too many than not enough. There we go. Look at that. They're all going, doing their thing. Awesome. That empties that one there as well. Cool. So they're all just tapping in and empty out, and they're beautiful, beautiful. So I probably want to have 3 on here then. Probably want to have 4 on here actually. Now I think about it. Let's throw 4 on there because there's 1 of each. So we'll put 4 on there, and then we'll put 4 on this side as well, like this. There we go. I just need to get some more. Oh no, I've got enough. I've got enough. So boom, 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 boom. There we go. Awesome. So they can all go there. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then what I can do is I should be able to come here. And if I just drop the coal on here, you'll pick that coal up and you will start distributing it to the first one. Like this. There you go. And then the first one will start producing coal or charcoal, which will then obviously feed into itself until it fills up its storage. And then once it's filled up the entire storage, the next one will go, then the next one will go, then the next one will go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Okay, then we just need to put the train line in. This is enough coal or charcoal to run everything. So, because it's going to be running multiple ancient waypoints. I might actually go up to that one there. The handy spark shrine. That's a nice spot to have, but we don't need that one yet. We need to find the other ones. What were the other ones? Was it the crashy spark and the slashy spark? Okay, and I want them. Crashy spark is fun. Very crashy, very boomy. But the slashy spark, which I think we found there, is awesome. Is extra awesome. So let's let this propagate and do its thing, and then we can get the this back going here. And let's go adventuring and find the crashy spark, which is there, and the slashy spark, which is here. Okay, we are up here by the crashy spark shrine, but there's a squidlican who's going to make our life not very friendly. So let me just double check none of these boulders are rock terrans. They are not. So let's get. And then we've got to wait for the old miasma to go away. What I could do is actually smash that open there. Woohoo! And get more stuff. Yay, we like more stuff. More stuff is good. So let's try again. Now hopefully you'll push all the sparks away. Bring you all back. And boom. You dazed yourself. Nice. Throw. Let's even throw those in. Why not? Go on. Get him. Yeah, what a root. We lost one. Yeah, figures. Okay, what does this say? Consisting in creating the shattering forces it lands. It's a significant But what does it do? Okay, we all know the drill by now. Here is the crashy sparks. And with a touch, the big shrine whirs into life and everything, checks everything is still working. You ready to have when? Of course. The shrine spits out a strange creature with a crash. Registers the crash spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. Looks around for hostiles, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything can be done, with a puff of magic, the spark turns into a familiar stone disc. You place it in your bag. With the activation success, the shrine states it is now fully operational and ready to be assigned sparks. Awesome. They have a lot of defense, good offense. They can carry stuff as well, which is quite nice. But the crashy spark is throw, boom, throw, boom. So you hit two things at once. But when you throw them, they go. I think that's what I was missing out. I think if you throw enough of them at the rock terrans, they can do a lot of damage. So you like throw 10 of them and they break the shells very, very quickly. So that's what I think I got confusing there. Or confused. I figured out how to redirect the explosive blast with this new crashy spark. It is consistently creating the shattering force as it lands. It's a significant upgrade to the boomy spark. I'm almost done with the small etheric converter in the west. This will help me dig through the caves in the east more efficiently. Sorry, my brain is not in gear, I guess. I can clear out more areas and start building one to the east. Although for now, it's mostly useful in helping me clear out the corrupted animals in the west. Okay. Yeah, sorry, fail reading there. So, yeah, wants to clear out some areas here. The crashy spark can also be used to break rocks and things down there. I don't know if it can break obsidian. I think it can break obsidian, but I'm not sure. But okay, there's that one done. So let's now venture along, and we shall head over to the slashy sparks, which are kind of like the putty sparks, but made of stone. And here's the next one, thankfully without any bad guys around it. More aggressive. The corrupted aether has changed their behavior. Yep, okay. With a touch. It rolls into life. It does the thing. It creates a slashy spark, which is nice, and then it turns into a disc and boom, and there we go. Buff, awesome. There you go. So these have got 2 defense and 3 offense. These do the most damage, but it's only cutting damage they do. So, but they for instance, if you do this here, they 1, 2, job done. Beautiful. We would want to upgrade every one of our choppy sparks to slashy sparks because they are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, let's see if I can read this without falling over my words. Well, the west isn't any less dangerous. The animals here are more aggressive. The corrupted aether has indelibly changed their behavior into something more hostile. Don't recognize that word. I found a little corner that's a bit more peaceful, and I've also started building an etheric converter there. But I should upgrade my sparks to be able to take care of the stronger animals. Will there be even animals after I'm done? Can things go back to the way they were? Maybe it's okay if they can't, as long as it's better now than it is. Better is than it is now. Yeah, okay. No, can't finish that off without messing up my words. Okay. Yeah, awful. So we can now hand in those 2 to the divine researcher and get that going. But we want to go and mine some copper ore. So seeing as we're over here, let's go here. So let's mine the. Can I even do this? Did I even bring the stuff to do this? Yes, I can. Awesome. So we can do. Hello. Where's the ore miner? Oh no, we can't. Okay, so the ore miner is different to the drill. Oh, and that wants. Okay. I don't know if I can fight those creatures yet. I know what they are. They are Let's go see if we can find one. That's the best way to describe this. Let me go see if I can find one of these. One of those. A Kragelin. We need to fight those and get their shells. So let me dig into the Kragelin cave there, which will be easy if I go through here. We kind of... Well, let's try the crashy spark. Hold on. Yeah. No. Nah. I think these are better because I can just do that. There we go. There are these little dirt columns here. If you break them, you can have cave-ins, which can stun your sparks and cause problems on the ground. Put stuff on the ground, it slows you down. So before I was just clearing out the whole cave and not worrying about them. Now I'm going to kind of try and avoid them. And, yeah, that'd be better. So let me clear a path over to here so we can fight the Kragelin. Okay, here we are. There is the Kragelin, and if we run up to it, it's stuck. It's stuck. I think it's stuck between a rock and some dirt. But they run away from you. They're normally scaredy cats. They run away from you, so they don't initiate combat. Yeah. Let's get him and see what he does. Oh, there you go. He's charging up. Run away! Run away! Kaboom! Now go. And just this. Boom. There you go. He seems to be a little bit broken though. I'm not quite sure why, but he's still got to fight through that to get him. So we can throw him in behind. Here's another charge. Then we call everyone back. We throw them in behind. He's charging up. Then we have to call everyone back and run away. And boom. Fire! There you go. We lost some sparks. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's call them all back now. Let's in fact switch tactics. Let's switch over to our hauler sparks. Charge him up again. Come back. Yes, even stone sparks can catch fire. There you go. He's caught fire, but he ran through the miasma. So you see, he ran through this stuff, the misty rock, which means oh, move away. Which means because he ran through the misty rock, he went out. The fire went out. So yeah, this would be a lot more effective if I had more slashy sparks. Charging up, but can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Yeah, we got it. Yay! Awesome. There we go. Cool. Okay. There we go. And that will drop. Oh, they're all going to break all the stuff here. That's okay. That will drop these. Let's pick this all up here. And we've got now, oh, wrong button, 3 Kragelin scales, which is awesome. So we can do things there. They're normally a bit more difficult to fight than that because they're not stuck in places. So yeah, and there is a big Kragelin. There is a big Kragelin, which is fun to fight. But okay, so we need to get some ore, which is literally just put a miner on top of one of those things there. And we need to wait for these to fill up here, add these in here, and then hand these quests in. We shall do that in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, I forgot about the high rates. So you see here, this is going to mine at high speeds. So 80 in a minute, and then as it boils down, it will get less and less and less good. So, but they still have a decent level at the end of it. So yeah. Anyway, have fun.